Hello, my dear soul brothers and sisters. Whilst destiny calls, it does not come with a manual. Alternatively, you may begin to experience something odd inside or note some symptoms around you. Those signs and symptoms aren't random and may be trying to tell you something vital. Therefore, you should pay attention to them and try and understand their meaning. They'll be showing you the manner in your true future. Go away a like, comment if any of those signs and symptoms you notice occur or have already took place to you. And sooner or later, subscribe to follow everything about being a chosen one. If you are one of the selected few, you're an evidently real man or woman who cannot fake to be something you aren't. If a scenario would not experience right, you do not foe everything is okay. It is tough in order to connect to folks that aren't honest and authentic, whether they may be too centered on fabric things, prone to gossip, or act like bullies. You simply don't get along with them. You have a unique capacity to come across insincerity in others, almost like a natural talent, even from a distance. Being selected makes you special in a unique manner. No longer only are you proper to yourself, however, you can additionally understand when others are being true or now not. You aren't satisfied with the not unusual ordinary. Whilst a few humans locate consolation in regular life, you experience like there is a larger, greater, meaningful course looking ahead to you. In some ways, the problems you face may also save you many others from experiencing the equal ache and suffering. Ever experience like you are marching to the beat of your very own drum? Perhaps you are now not the type to follow the crowd and do what is anticipated of you. For you, life is ready going beyond the ordinary, exploring the unknown and embracing the challenges that come your way. Because the poet Robert Frost so eloquently expressed, you are taking the avenue much less traveled, and that sets you aside from the relaxation. It is not an easy route, however it's one in an effort to form your life in methods you cannot even imagine. You will face boundaries and difficulties, but you will emerge from everyone stronger and wiser. Plus, your journey is not pretty much you. You have got the potential to be a shining light for others who are struggling to find their manner. Their reviews will provide you with the empathy and perception to manual them through their challenges. It is not continually smooth to look the purpose in our pain and struggles, but rest assured that they're now not in vain. Each impediment you overcome is an opportunity for growth and awareness that you may use to make an effective impact on the world. So maintain moving forward and remember the fact that you aren't by myself on this adventure. Even if managing your own problems, you one way or the other discover the inner power to assist others with their struggles. You may not continually be aware about it, but you function as savior and healer for them. You are not just focused on self-care. He is likewise a devoted servant, supporting to enhance the lives of these round him. You own an insatiable thirst for fact that has been with you because you had been younger. You are someone who simply seeks to understand the truths of the arena, in preference to blindly accepting the fame quo or conforming to popular ideals. He prefers to follow his coronary heart and chart his own path. You are continuously asking questions and trying to find deeper, which means in lifestyles. Your deep interest drives you to explore and recognize the mysteries of lifestyles, and you keep in mind that the private answers often lie inside yourself. Now you may ask, what about folks who argue that blindly following your heart can cause impulsive selections and ignoring practical considerations? At the same time as it is proper that feelings can cloud our judgment, it is critical to discover a balance between following your heart and being rational. We will listen to our internal voice and nevertheless bear in mind the realistic components of a scenario before you decide. In reality, occasionally following our heart can lead us to make selections that align with our values and bring us closer to our desires. It all comes right down to understanding ourselves, being aware about our feelings, and making aware selections. As the truth seeker Socrates said, A lifestyle without introspection and self-examination lacks genuine value. You truly consider it. Therefore, you're on a personal quest, an adventure to explore your internal self and gain a deep information of who you're. You're no longer simply going through the motions of lifestyles. He is delving deeply into it, striving to recognize each lifestyle and his personal essence. Have you ever felt like you don't pretty healthy into your circle of relatives, like you're the exceptional piece? In fact, this is a signal which you are special. You've got a unique perspective and often pick a one-of-a-kind route than your circle of relatives. Perhaps you have got exclusive ideals or see the world in a unique manner. This may from time to time make you feel lonely or disconnected, like you are dancing to a one-of-a-kind beat. However, it is also a signal which you're destined for something larger than just fitting in. You've got a reason beyond conformity and are destined to reap something brilliant, so embrace your strong point and retain following your very own route. Plus, you're a without a doubt excellent person. Regardless of having faced mistreatment or being taken gain of in the beyond, you pick to show kindness and perform selfless acts for others. That is because you've got a clearly pure heart. Your innate choice to deliver happiness to others is a huge cause why you are considered one of the selected. You have a herbal inclination to make human beings satisfied, every so often going to intense lengths to achieve this, despite the fact that it means giving more than you ought to. This is not a sign of weak point. However, as a substitute, a demonstration of authentic love for helping others, something deeply rooted on your essence, a few human beings may additionally take benefit of your beneficent nature. However, you permit this to appear due to the fact you were born to be a giver. You sense most alive and genuine to yourself when you are helping others, even if you don't get lots and go back. This willingness to present without watching for whatever and go back is a clear indication which you are someone extremely good, chosen for an extra motive. You've got an internal knowing and a deep conviction that you have been selected. It's like an unshakable feeling, a burning hearth in your soul that constantly reminds you which you're here for something significant. You are convinced which you have been born to make a considerable distinction within the international. You often experience like an old soul, as when you have lived longer than some time on this earth indicates. The manner human beings interact on the earth, with all the authority and war, regularly confuses you. Every so often you experience a longing for a one-of-a-kind location, a domestic you cannot pretty identify but leave out deeply. This feeling is intense. You are now not like all of us else, and you're not just right here to follow the popularity quo. You are right here with a task, to promote advantageous changes in the world and make it a higher vicinity. Regardless of how a great deal you try to deny it, this calling within you'll not disappear. On occasion, but you may come upon folks that seem to dislike you, even for no apparent cause. This can be pretty confusing, especially because you are a type-hearted individual. The reason for that is that your inherent goodness, the mild that radiates from within you, can make some human beings uncomfortable. It is as though your mild illuminates the darkness inside them, revealing components of themselves that they aren't happy with. As you continue to grow spiritually, this internal mild will shine even brighter. Many human beings will appreciate and love you for this, but a few might also react strangely or even negatively. It is important to understand that these reactions aren't genuinely about you. They come from these humans' inner issues. So don't permit everybody to turn off your light. Maintain being the top-notch person you're. Launch negativity out of your lifestyles. Consider that the universe is on your facet and understand that you're being guided and guarded by means of higher forces. Don't worry approximately folks who do not understand you. Simply hold shining. Because you're right here for a deep motive. You've got a deep recognize for a better strength. Unlike some who may additionally push aside spiritual concepts, You have a considerable reverence for the forces of the universe, or God. You notice matters that others might neglect, and you've a deep expertise that everything in life is unfolding according to a more plan, precisely because it should. You're what's called a light worker, a person whose function is to deliver light and love to the arena. Deep down, you understand that that is your actual calling. Due to this critical challenge, you're guided and guarded by better powers. There is no need to fear something, due to the fact you are on a direction especially designed for you, and also you are not strolling by myself. Deep down, you feel such as you had been selected for something more. A burning passion fuels your soul, and you already know you are destined to make a difference in this world. As in Vintage Soul, you sense a soreness with the manner things are run on the planet. You refuse to be managed and are puzzled by the hatred and violence that plague society. From time to time, you could even lengthy for a place a long way from Earth, even though you do not know precisely what it's for. But you know that you have a cause to satisfy during your existence. In case you note any of the signs and symptoms noted right here, take them severely. They may be messages from a higher energy guiding you to fulfill a unique purpose at some stage in your adventure on this planet. If any of these symptoms show up or have took place to you, comment. Your comment may be very critical. Thanks for being part of this community. I'm hoping your existence is filled with super advantages and success. Until next time.